welcome to Mean Fit and Lean. If you're new, please hit that like and subscribe button. I want to address some things about weight loss and aging, which is, of course, inevitable. So, especially after a certain age, if you lose weight, sometimes it can make you look old or older, but really what it does is it just makes you look your age. And I notice people have accused me that saying I look old already. But I think there's a few things going on here. First of all, I'm in natural light, so this is what I look like in the most natural light. Sometimes lighting can make you look older, but also I haven't, as you noticed, I haven't colored my hair. Well, okay, I haven't colored my hair in about 3 months, so this is what my hair looks like when it's not colored. So this is my natural color here, and you can see I got some grays in there. But what makes me not look old, and this is sort of the as people get old, they lose that youthful glow in their skin. So, and they lose they start looking more ashy. That's why it doesn't look right, if you color your hair at a certain age. But when you're middle age, like young middle age, you can color your hair. That's why I say. But obviously, as for aging, like when you get probably in your mid to late 50s, that's when it really starts showing. You lose that youthful glow, but right now I still have my good, my reddish undertones, and I don't look old that way. I might show some more lines and wrinkles here, but that was happening the last time I lost weight when I was kind of in my 30s, and that's just what it is. But that does not bother me. I say I sacrifice a youthful look, like a fat face. Well, yeah, but I can do without the diabetes. I can do without the heart disease. I can do without other things that come with risks of being very overweight. So I don't mind looking older if I lose weight. And there's another thing too. When you lose weight, sometimes your face catches up. So in other words, my face might look older for a time because I'm still have kind of a fat face, kind of fat. I'm not lean yet, so you don't really know what I'm going to look like in terms of my leanness. You don't really know what I'm going to look like exactly. So without glasses, like we're getting real close, you can see I have some lines up there. Now this I got on a swing set when I was 8. But you see how my skin still has a glow to it. That's what the hallmark of aging well. Like you can be 80, and if you maintain that youth, that glow, then you will look younger. But you can't do anything about the lines and the wrinkles unless you want Botox. I don't care about that. I care about getting lean and healthy is what I care about. And I'm not on any drugs. I don't know why people can't understand that. Well, there's several things I mentioned before. The one is called the whoosh effect. And what the whoosh effect is when you're trying to lose weight for even a year or so and nothing's working, but all of a sudden your body just decides it's going to lose weight. It can do that, and it's because I don't know, everything clicks together and then you lose weight. Now where I notice in the aging here, like in my neck, but again, this like minor sagging can improve I'm not to my goal weight yet, so I won't really know what I look like to my goal weight. But I just want to address that because I know a lot of people have made comments saying you're not aging very well. Your fat was keeping you young, and now you've lost weight and you look old. And that's just not true. I look what a normal mid-40s person looks like, which in my opinion is not old. I guess to the working class it might be old. But see, my parents were, my mother was almost 42 when I was born. My father was almost 45. So to me, they were not old. And then, but we were not working members of the working class. Not to be that way, but just some people of the certain classes tend to age a lot faster. They view aging differently. Like, by the time you're 30, you're really old, and they pop out kids. They start at 16 popping out kids, and then they're grandparents by the time they're 35. But I do agree, like we should have children early, but it's just that they don't look at aging the same way. I think like your 20s, 30s, and 40s, that's pretty much your young days. when you're over 50, then you're getting into your more mature years. And then after age 75 plus, then your old age. I even think that if you die before the age of 80, you didn't reach maturity. I know that, but like when people are dying in their 60s and their 70s, I feel like, they didn't really make the finish line. I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, if you read what the Bible says about how long we're supposed to live, it says about 120 years. So literally 60 would be middle age. If the Bible, I know not everyone lives to be 120, but that's not, there's life expectancy and there's lifespan. So the life expectancy is always much lower. So yes, our life expectancy for men is like, what, a pitiful 77 years, 76 years. For women, it's like 79, yeah. Because women want to work, so they're croaking like men. And they want to vote, and also so they're dying early like men. So, but anyway, what I'm saying is, potentially we could live to be 120. So when people are saying someone 60 is middle age, yeah, technically, that would be right. I think the oldest living person in recent times lived to be 122. Of course, it was a woman. There's some men that lived to be 100. Some guy was 112 in England, I think. So my father is 91, almost 92. So compared to him, I am very young. So anyway, I just want to address that. I'm not worried about aging. Aging does not bother me. It's a part of life. You can't look young forever. I know that. I think people are just trying to throw water on my birthday cake. They're trying to crush any joy I get from finally losing weight, saying, well, you're too old now, so you won't look good. Oh, well, yeah, that's how it goes. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Yeah, I should have lost weight. Well, I did lose weight before, but I should have kept it off years ago. I should have went to the gym earlier in my 20s instead of my 30s. I should have done this, should have done that. Too late. That's you have to focus on the here and now. So if I end up looking older when I lose weight, that's just how it's going to be. I really don't care. I want to lose weight. This is important to me. I cannot go back to being obese ever again because I just won't make it to the rest of my life. And what I've done already, folks, I've gotten rid of all my fat clothes. I gave away all my fat clothes away because I'm not going back to it. In the past, I used to always hold on to them because I think, I might need this one day. Nope, never again. I'm never going to be 300 pounds again, ever. And I'm sailing below the 200s because I'm like 5'11" on a good day. There's no reason I should be anywhere over 200 pounds, 200 max, but that's fine. But I don't want to live a life of, injecting needles, insulin into my, I still could have another 30 years at the least. At least I'm hoping 30 at the very least, maybe more. Why should I go through that? So anyway, folks, yes, I am a middle-aged man. I'm a middle-aged man. I'm not 20, but what matters to me is being healthy. That's the whole point of this. So thank you all for watching, and go to my website, meetskelton'splace.com, and remember, folks, say a prayer for someone special today. Bye-bye.